Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nina. We'll be just doing a short but really effective practice to help lengthen the spine and the whole entire body and just energize you for the day, whether you're starting or ending it. You can take it as slow or as fast as you want. So when you're ready, we'll just begin in a cross-legged seated position. Breathing here, inhaling, exhaling, setting the intention for the practice. What do you want to let go of? What do you want to integrate? Just taking a few moments here. And then when you're ready, we'll raise our arms up into the sky, stretching over to the right side, really feeling that stretch onto the left side. Maybe looking up or down, whatever feels good within the neck. Taking a couple moments here to again breathe, connect with the breath, and then we're just going to come back up and then going on to the other side. Feeling that stretch on the right side now. Taking a couple deep breaths, using this time to really deepen into yourself. And then coming back up. And we'll just do a simple toe stretch. You don't have to go all the way onto your hands. You can just stay where you are, hands at the sides or in front of you, whatever feels comfortable. Just taking a couple moments here as well. With each exhale, try to get deeper into the body. And then just doing a couple neck rolls here, one side, and then the other side. Inhaling and exhaling. Do as many as you like. We're just really warming up the whole entire body here. Now we're just going to come on to all fours. Just kidding, we're actually going to go into a child's pose. I'm still getting used to this voiceover. It's the first time I've used it. So we're in a child's pose now. You can either put your hands to the front or to the mat, or just keep them by your sides. Whatever works for you. Again, deepening the breath, never losing sight or feeling of the breath, I should say. And when you're ready, let's come back up and stretch to the right side, maybe grabbing hold of the right wrist for deepening of the spine on the left side. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're just going to come over to the left side. Again, we can deepen the stretch by grabbing onto the left wrist with the right hand, or just staying in the position that you are. Remember, this is about you and your practice, how your body's feeling. Then we're just going to come back, patter down the feet, and then do a couple of hip rotations to warm up the hips. You can go to one side, and to balance out, always go to the other side. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. You can even add neck rolls. Then we're just going to take a melting heart pose to stretch out the upper back, the shoulders. You can put the chin onto the mat to deepen it, or you can just lay your forehead down to rest, making sure that the hips and the knees are in one line. Inhaling and exhaling, let's come back up. Let's do a couple cat and cow stretches. So we'll inhale, look up, chest forward. Exhale, tailbone to the sky. Then we'll come back up. I'm just going to readjust myself. Stretching back into downward facing dog, maybe going on to the tippy toes. Give an extra stretch, and then really walking out the feet, the hamstrings, the quadriceps, making sure the alignment is correct. So pressing down onto the mounds of your second finger and your thumb. And then just giving that a good stretch again. We'll step forward into halfway lift, keeping the spine long. Exhale into forward fold. Maybe stretching side to side here. Again, taking another stretch, bending one knee and then the other. And then we'll come back into our first sun salutation. My arms are raised here. Then we'll go to one side, kind of like how we did in that child's pose, but just standing now. So inhaling and exhaling to one side and then the other. We'll bring our palms together into prayer position. And then inhale, upward facing salute. And then exhaling to the other side here. My camera cut off. I will fix that. It is my first video, so be patient with me, please. So exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Then we're going to step back into plank, taking a side plank on the right side. Inhaling. Exhaling, chaturanga. Well, it's actually called a yogi push-up. And then we'll go on to the other side. So inhale to the left side. Extending that arm, coming back to plank. Chaturanga, keeping the elbows tucked together towards each other. Take a wider cobra. So we'll extend the heart, melting down. And then if you want, you can kick back one knee to your head to really stretch out those quadriceps. Again, coming down, and then inhale up, other side. Coming back into a regular cobra position, pushing up into downward facing dog. And then jump or float forward into a malasana squat. I just tried this the other day. It just feels so good. I don't know how to explain. It feels very detoxing and really good for the hips. I just wanted to add it. So inhale, exhale back into malasana squat. Inhale, exhale back into malasana squat. Inhale again. And then exhale. Inhale, upward salute, and exhale, forward fold. Breathing, inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, we're going to step back. Our right foot is going to frame the mat, coming into low lunge. Inhale, look up, arms to the sky. Exhale, we'll do some circles here. So inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down with the arms. Keeping a nice straight position with the spine. The legs are long and lean. Again, inhaling towards the sky, and then on your next exhale, let's step back into plank. We'll come back onto a side plank again, just to really test the balance. And then exhale, come back, inhale, exhale, chaturanga, push up. Exhale the other side, inhaling, looking up towards the sky, or just keep your gaze on the mat. Exhale, come down. Inhale, cobra, heart towards the sky. Exhale, downward facing dog. Giving yourself a couple seconds. Inhaling, forward into low lunge on the left side. Again, we'll do the same thing. So inhale, windmill the arms into a circle. exhale down, inhale, exhale down, inhale, feeling that stretch not only in the sides of the body but also your legs. And then on your next exhale, let's come down, framing the foot, stepping back in a plank. Inhale, cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Hopefully we're a bit more warmed up now, getting the blood pumping, breathing. Again, never letting go of the breath. Giving yourself a couple of seconds and breaths here. So inhale, exhale, forward fold, grabbing hold the ankles. And then inhale, come back up into upward facing salute. Remembering that intention. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway facing lift. Exhale, stepping back with the right foot into low lunge with the left side. So we're going to do a little bit of the windmill motion. And then we are going to, if you want, it's optional. You can just stay in a low lunge, but I'm just grabbing the opposite foot with the hand. Just give a little quad stretch, and then inhaling towards the sky in a prayer position, maybe keeping the fingers interlaced. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg. Lift and step forward into low lunge. Inhaling the arms up, doing the windmill motion again, maybe interlacing the fingers and looking up towards the sky, and then placing the right hand down, grabbing the left foot, giving that a good stretch in the quad. It's only optional, you can stay in low lunge. Inhale, come back up, looking towards the sky. And exhale, step back into plank. Chaturanga, inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Gazing towards the belly button, making sure the fingers are pressed down and forward. Making sure the second finger is pointing towards the top of the mat. And then we'll step back into a malasana squat, keeping the spine long, feeling how it feels, the difference in the position. And another inhale will come up, and then exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale back into malasana. Inhale up, and we'll step the feet forward. Inhale, prayer position. We're bending one leg and then the other. And then we'll come back into upward facing salute. Forward fold on the exhale. Grabbing hold of the wrists or the ankles. The ankles, yes. Those are ankles. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale. Let's step back with the left foot. Staying here and breathing. Maybe keeping the eyes closed for a couple of seconds. Never losing feeling of that breath again. Inhale and then exhale. Stepping back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. And then we'll do another wide cobra. So inhale. You don't have to do both feet, but I like to do it. It feels really good in the back and the quads. So we'll step back into plank. We'll step into downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, step it through into low lunge. Inhale, exhale. Staying here for a couple of moments. I'm already a bit hot. You can tell by me moving my hair. It's amazing what simple stretches can do to warm up the body. Exhale, we will step back into plank. Chaturanga, inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And then we'll do it again, because why not? And then exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a couple moments again. Really feeling into the body, maybe going to one side and then the other. Feeling the twist in the spine, stretch on the left and right side. Gazing towards the belly button again, and then looking forward, jumping into Malasana squat. Feels so good. We can take a twist here, binding, if you want, but you can stay in your Malasana squat. I thought this just felt really good in the arms as well. Coming back, inhaling, and then exhaling, grabbing hold of the opposite wrists, looking up or down, keeping the spine straight in this position as much as you can. Coming back into that prayer position, inhaling, upward salute, and then stepping back into Tadasana, doing one more, maybe leaning back a bit. Exhale, forward fold. Putting the palms of our hands underneath our feet, giving that a good stretch, straightening the legs. And then inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins. Coming back into Tadasana. I was very warmed up. So just give yourself a couple of seconds here. Then whenever you're ready, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into plank. Chaturanga. And then we will do a bow pose. So we'll interlace our fingers and keeping our ankles and feet together in one line, looking down, lifting the chest up as much as you can along with the hips. When you're ready, exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Step it towards the right elbow and then forward. Inhaling. And then we'll do a mini twist. Putting the right arm onto the left leg, feeling that stretch again, coming back to center, and then we will take a warrior 2, making sure that everything in it is in one line, feeling the stretch. And then we'll take a reverse warrior, side angle. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, side angle. Taking a couple deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling, framing the foot, coming back into a crescent pose for a moment, and then we'll come into a split, standing splits, coming close as you can with the the arms. Stepping back into a low lunge, and then we'll come into a halfway split onto the ground with our right leg, keeping the hips in one line. So push the right hip back and push the left hip forward, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, I will come up with another thing to say to help you. And then we'll come back into a low lunge and cross your leg over, your right leg over towards your thumb into a pigeon pose. Extending the back and then exhaling, slowly come down. Give yourself a moment to rest. Feeling that stretch in the right hip. Giving yourself a moment again to breathe, inhaling and exhaling. remembering your intention. Staying with the breath. And then exhale. Inhaling, coming back up. Stepping back with the right leg into a plank and then a downward facing dog, stretching that out. Inhaling the left leg up into the sky towards the left arm and then back up into the sky again. And then we'll step forward into a high lunge. Keeping a balance here, twisting to the other side. Left arm onto right leg, stretching the other arm up towards the sky, maybe looking up. Coming back into that twisting position and then back into a crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Giving yourself a couple moments to fall into the pose and then exhale. Side angle stretch. Inhale back to reverse warrior, Exhaling, side angle, looking up towards the sky. Inhaling, reverse warrior, feeling not only the stretch into the upper body but also the legs. Exhaling, coming back into a side angle with the hand onto the ground for a deeper stretch into the arms. You can also extend your arm if that feels good. And then we'll come back into a split, standing splits, keeping the fingers near the foot. You can also grab hold of the ankle if you can. Doesn't matter how high you go, just focus on bringing the forehead to the knee. That will help you extend your leg later. I can't even go that high still. I've been practicing for a long time. Again, inhaling, coming back into a low lunge and then a split. Exhale. Again, pushing that left hip back or that right hip forward. You can also take some blocks like I'm doing and leaning the palms on them, making sure the blocks are a bit above the lower knee. It helps extend the spine more and also gives more of a stretch. If you can't find that stretch when you put your palms onto the ground, it gives that extra push. I love blocks. They help so much. I wish I had more. So again, we're just exhaling and then inhaling. We are going to swiftly put our big toe. We are going to put our feet over to our right thumb, coming into pigeon pose, making sure the alignment is correct. The left leg or the right leg is straight onto the mat, in the middle of the mat. There's so many positions you can do with this one. With the arms, you can take them into prayer position like I am here with the forearms extended or bent. Kind of doing a devotional pose. Again, breathing here. I don't talk about the breath enough, but the breath is everything. It helps you get into the pose more. It helps you breathe deeper. It helps you let go. It helps you figure out what your body needs. It's everything. So once you've done that, inhaling, coming back up, stepping back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Give it the last final push. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up. Back into downward facing dog. And then if you want, we can take the right arm and grab the left ankle, giving a little bit of a twist, looking up at the armpit, and then doing the other side. Oh, I love twisting, if you can't tell. It's so good. I definitely need it for my spine. Again, exhale, downward dog, and then we'll take a malasana again. I forgot to say the position in this. So yeah, when you do malasana, I should have said this in the beginning. Sorry, guys. When you do malasana, you're going to go to the outside of your mat, step your feet to the outside of the mat, and then point the toes outwards. And then coming down into a Tadasana pose. Fix yourself if you need to. Inhaling, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, chest, heart forward. You can do a little rounding of the back if it feels good for you. You can also take blocks underneath your forehead, underneath your chest, whatever you need. You don't have to touch your toes. Whatever you can grab. My hair, I was trying to do a new hairstyle and it didn't work, so it's just in my face. That's okay. I decided to go with the video anyway. I knew it was going to be a bad idea, but that's okay. Anyway, yes, keep breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. If you find yourself coming up with thoughts or what you have to do, just focus on the inhale and the exhale, how warm it is on your inhales. And then we'll just do a reverse plank. So fingers towards the top of the mat or facing towards the top of the mat. And then we'll do that 1 or 2 times, extending the toes forward, looking up if you want. And then we will come into a cross-legged or a spinal twist. So right foot over the left thigh, twisting over to one side. When you twist, make sure that the neck comes last and that the thumbs are towards your tailbone. It really helps lengthen the spine. Again, we'll just do that on the other side, being gentle with your legs here, inhaling, and then exhaling. Every time that you exhale, go deeper into the twist. And imagine a string is coming from the crown of your head up towards the sky. I imagine visualization helps me a lot in yoga. And then exhale, coming down onto the floor, grabbing your knees, hugging yourself. And then we will take our final pose in Shavasana. You can do a traditional Shavasana with everything outstretched, or you can take the feet together. I like to do the 4-7-8 breath in this position. So I'll inhale for 4, hold for 7, and then exhale for 8. I do this for about 5 minutes, or at least I think I do this for 5 minutes. Staying here, deepening the breath again, falling into yourself. You can even visualize yourself falling into the mat, or melting into the mat rather. And then when you're ready, let's come into a big stretch, falling over to one side. Laying the head onto the arm, keeping that meditative state. Maybe close the eyes as you come up into a cross-legged seated position. Bringing the hands onto the head for thoughtfulness of mind, to the mouth for speech into love, and into the heart for love in action. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I'll see you again soon. Namaste.